So now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to start tonight's program by introducing Mr. Toji Toyoshima, Chief Engineer, Toyota Motor Corporation.
Frankly, I am glad we made this car strong. Yeah. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am Koji Toyoshima, Chief Engineer of the fourth generation Prius. Today, my team and I would like to explain to you about some of the technological accomplishments of the new Prius. In order to fully understand the approach of the development, let us first take a look at the history of the Prius. It all began in 1993. The average fuel price was about $1.60 a gallon. The average fuel efficiency of passenger cars was about 28.6 mpg. And Toyota has set out to double this figure. In 1995, Toyota developed the first prototype of the Prius, using a capacitor as its energy storage device. It was a huge milestone for Toyota's commitment to create a new breed of the fuel-efficient vehicle for the 21st century. Unfortunately, the prototype could not make it beyond a few dozen miles. 2 years passed without a significant breakthrough. Fuel price reached about $1.25 a gallon. Lacking significant progress, the Prius project was merged with the EV division. A motor was combined with the engine on a single shaft, and high-capacity battery was added. This was the beginning of the Toyota hybrid system. In 1997, the world saw the first ever mass production hybrid vehicle. Needless to say, it was still a sideshow product in the public eyes. In 2003, we introduced the second generation Prius. This was the first Prius to take on the hatchback role, reaching a CD volume of 0.26. The second generation Prius defines the design of the fuel efficiency vehicle. By May 2008, we had sold 1 million Prius in total. From 2009, the third generation Prius has taken over to continue the trend. The next million vehicle came 2 years after that, in September of 2011. The third generation also came with new technology, like the head-up display, but more importantly, this was the generation that spread the fuel efficiency trend throughout the world. Of course, the gas price of $3.66 a gallon had an influence us. Since then, hybrid technology has solidified its place in the automobile world. We had sold 8 million hybrid vehicles. Prius was leading the way with 3.6 million. The market has seen the need and the benefit of the fuel efficiency, and Prius and the front runner. And so, we finally come to the big question: what now? What should the fourth generation Prius do? The biggest hint, and also the biggest hurdle, came from Toyota's new development philosophy. You may have heard of the Toyota New Global Architecture, or TNGA. Partway through the development phase of the new Prius, Toyota as a company took a step further toward making ever better cars. So, what defines an ever better car? They say, a value lying in the eyes of the beholder. Through my eyes, a great car has to drive the way you want it to drive. It has to respond the way you intend it to respond when you turn a wheel, when you step on gas, when you press on the brake. It has to be comfortable, and of course, it has to be beautiful. With the new Prius, we wanted to strive to make the great car. We did not want to settle for just another good, fuel-efficient car. We wanted to make all these things a reality, and our team of over 300 engineers were prepared to do it. In a word, we wanted to make this car beautiful. It had to look beautiful. It had to drive beautifully. Above all, it had to contribute to keeping the world beautiful. In 2016, we introduced the word the beautiful hybrid. So that was the history lesson. Allow me now to explain some of the detail about the Prius. The new Prius provides for joys to a customer as you can see. First, the design. We aim to make the design both visually and functionally beautiful. I believe that design should make the customer fall in love with the car at first sight. I believe it should make the customer want to get in and go for a drive. As you can see, the new Prius is much more aggressive, while it keeps the trademark triangle silhouette. But the design is not all about good looks. Allow me to touch upon some of the functional beauty in the design. Let us look at the packaging. The overall width has been increased by 15 millimeters. This allows for more room in the passenger cabin. The overall height was decreased by 20 millimeters, which gives the design a more sleek and aggressive look. It also lowers center of gravity, allowing for the better driving performance. The hip point was also lowered, so not to reduce the head clearance. How we realize all of this will be explained later. Also, we increase the luggage area by moving the hybrid battery below the rear seat. We are able to increase the luggage area by 56 liters. How we did this while still increased fuel efficiency will also be explained later. For aerodynamics, we used our state-of-the-art wind tunnel to simulate how the vehicle would perform when driving. We will refine the body design in the order of millimeter to get the best CD volume of 0.24. An important point is moving the rooftop peak forward by 107 millimeters. This contributes to improve the overall aerodynamics and also gives the Prius a more futuristic airform. We also took into consideration driver usability. One such example is lowering the hood by 17 millimeters to increase the range of visibility to the driver. Of course, you all understand how difficult lowering the hood is. How we did it will be explained later. We have also narrowed the A pillar in order to improve the driver visibility. Also, easy to say, harder to do. We also increased the width of the back door window and rounded the edge to improve visibility through the rear. As for the interior, we wanted to make it intuitive for the driver to interact with a thoughtful design. Simple, easy to use, and easy to get used to. All components the customer come in contact with, we made sure that they transmit a quality feel. We also target for a design that speaks to the institution and would make the drivers want to go out for a drive. As an example, focus a lot on the ergonomics of the steering wheel and shift knob. We made sure that the grip is fitting and easy to use. This directly contributes to the steering feel of the vehicle. Another example of economical design are the AC switches. They are designed so you can toggle them easily, even with a nice French manicure. Toyota is Genchi Genbutsu. We paid special attention to the seat. We made sure that the driver will not become tired, even during long drive. We adjust the cushion and padding material depending on the contact point with the body. By doing so, we are able to spread the pressure normally focused on the tailbone. Personally, I broke my tailbone 20 years ago. Since then, my tailbone is very, very sensitive. I can say firsthand that this seat is comfortable. We have even gone as far as to improve the sound of the door closing. We want to give the door that deep, quality sound when closing the door without increasing the weight. I personally feel this was a great accomplishment. Next, I would like to talk about how Prius is fun to drive. The TNGA philosophy played a major role in creating a fun-to-drive vehicle. As you can guess, whenever we try to add fun-to-drive elements, we risk losing fuel economy. We had to be very clever in realizing both